Welcome back. It's now 2025. It's a new year. Will it be a new me? I don't know, but maybe it'll be a new channel. Let's see. So if you've been here long enough, you know that in the past, I haven't always been consistent with my YouTube channel, and I've kind of paid the price for that. I recently did Vlogmas. I spent so much time and so much energy like filming all of these videos. I also did my first YouTube live where we did a craft project live together. Kind of everything fell flat, like nothing worked out, and you know, I gotta kind of expect that because I hadn't posted in so long, like not consistently anyway. So, you know, here we are. A big part of me wants to just kind of like give up and throw in the towel. Like there was just a lot of time, and that's just something I don't have on my hands, is a lot of time. But I'm not giving up, and now it's 2025. It's a new year, kind of a new me, but it is going to be like a new life for my channel. So I have lots of goals for the year, and that's kind of what this video is about. I kind of want to like stay true to myself and make sure I'm staying on track by like filming this kind of goal video every year in the beginning of the year, setting some goals, some kind of like New Year's resolutions, and then at the end of the year, see if I like follow through with everything. So I'm a big fan of like vision boarding. This is something that I did like years ago before I even knew like making vision boards was a thing. It's just something that I did because like I wanted to keep something at the forefront to like stay on track with my goals. So that kind of sounds weird, but basically like I really wanted to study abroad when I was in college, when I was doing my undergrad, and like I had never been out of the country other than like going to Niagara Falls, like Canada. I live in Ohio, so that's like close. And so I really wanted to go. I wanted to see Europe. I wanted to go to Spain, and I had no money and no idea how to go about any of this. So then I printed out a map of Europe. And I put it like on my corkboard so I can see it every day. And like every day I'm like, I'm just going to find some way to kind of get closer to that one way or another. And I did. And so I had one of the most amazing experiences of my life being able to study abroad. I'm so thankful and so grateful and blessed that I had this opportunity. And it's been like so life-changing for me. It's part of the reason why I wanted to work for the airlines when I got out of college, because I just wanted to travel. I just wanted to travel and see the world, and I still have that. Like they say, like when the travel bug bites you, forget it. Like I've had that. So like I've been to I don't know how many countries of the world at this point, and I just want to keep going. And that's like a life that I want for my daughters also, is I want them to see the world. Now, can I afford that right now? No. So that's why we're setting some goals, so maybe we can get there soon. So probably about 3 years ago or so, I made this vision board like kind of template in Canva. And so since then, even though I haven't posted a video, I have like updated it every year. So I even updated, it feels like recently, for 2024. And I meant to do a video for it and I never did. So now here we are. I updated it once again for 2025. And so here is my vision board, and I printed it out on photo paper so it looks nice and bright and glossy and shiny, so that I can put it here and I can view it every day and just kind of like remember and keep track of my goals. So let's go over them a little bit. I'm looking backwards here. So number one, this is my number one goal for the year, is to know my limits. So this is something that it's been my problem all of my life, but I guess even more recently, just because I just have a lot going on, is I push things to the limit too much. And that's in everything. It's like my physical limits, like my mental limits sometimes, like financial limits, like time limits. That's a big one, my time limits. So like I'm habitually late. And like granted, like I'm Puerto Rican, so it's like this whole thing, like I run on Puerto Rican times, like everybody knows this. But it's not that I don't get up early enough or I don't start getting ready early enough. Like I do all of that. It's just that I'll have this time, I'll be ready, and then I'm like, oh, I can squeeze in something else before I have to leave. Before I have to take the girls to school, let me get this done really quick so I can like try and squeeze as much productivity into the day as possible. That's how I live my life. Even at night, like, okay, let me squeeze this in another hour real quick before I go to bed, and then I don't sleep as much. And I'm just constantly trying to do so much. So that's where I'm at for 2025, is I need to know my limits and stop giving myself all this extra stress, because then I do so much in the mornings, for example, before I have to take my girls to school, and then I'm just stressed taking them. I'm driving because I'm like, oh, I got to get them there on time, and you know, things like that. I don't want my girls to be tardy all the time, you know, things, all of that. So I just need to give myself some more time and just now, and I've been doing that in 2025 since the girls have been back to school in the new year, since Christmas break. I've been able to just drive like slowly. I'm not like dashing out of here like a mad woman and stuff. So that feels nice. So I'm just doing that in all kinds of things. I've slept a lot more. I've had more time to just relax. I've watched some more like TV or like shows that I've been wanting to see because most of the time I don't have time for it. So I've just been giving myself some breathing room, forgiving myself, and like allowing myself time to relax and just breathe and try and get healthy, because I recently got really sick and it just like ripped through me. And I think it's because I'm just so tired and so exhausted. So like my body's just weakened, my immune system's just weakened. So anyways, know my limits. That's where I'm at right now. My next thing is a YouTube goal, and that's, I would really love to have 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm currently at, please hold. I am currently at 6,577 subscribers. If you could see from my analytics, it's not doing much for me, at least financially. I would really love to be able to like make money from YouTube. It's a lot of work, and like to not see anything from it, sometimes for months at a time. Because if you don't know this, like even if you have your 1,000 subscribers, even if you have your, 4,000 watch hours, whatever, the only way for you to make money without having some kind of sponsorship is through Google AdSense. And Google AdSense doesn't pay much at all. And the way it works is you have to have basically like $100 in the bank with them before you'll receive a payment. And then even if you do have $100 in the bank, you won't get a payment until like the 21st of the month. And like they'll pay you for the previous month. So you get paid like a month behind, and only if you have at least $100 in there. There's been times in the past where I had like $99 in there and like they wouldn't give it to me. So I had to wait till the following month. And there's a lot of months. Most months go by, I don't see anything. It just kind of like grows like penny by penny in there. And then maybe in 3 or 4 months, maybe I'll get a check for $100, and that's it. And it doesn't matter how many hours I spent making videos or editing or filming or doing whatever the craft project is, like it just is what it is. You don't get any money. And then the other part of that is that I would really love to get to the point where I'm posting 1 video a week and just kind of being consistent, because everything, all the research I've done is kind of pointed to that. Like if you want to be successful on YouTube, you have to be consistent. And that's what I have not done. So that's the new thing for me, is just trying to go for that consistency. I did take a break because, again, rule number 1 was knowing my limits, and I did a lot with that Vlogmas, and then just the holidays in general, some other things going on in my life. So it's just a lot. So right now I took a break. Today is like January 10th. So I gave myself some time, and now I want to come back at it and try and be consistent once again. Okay, so my next thing is improving my credit score by 100 points. That's my goal. So when I like look at it now to the end of the year, I would love to have an increase of 100 points. I've done this in the past and it has worked, but recently, like life been lifing. So like finances took a hit. I bought a car this year too, and you know, because credit makes sense, like that makes your credit take a hit also for buying a car. So here we are. So again, trying to raise my score 100 points in this year. Next thing is something for me as well, and it's just building more Lego. Like I love Legos. Like I am a Lego fanatic. I watch all these Lego YouTubers. I do have a separate YouTube channel that's for Legos. I don't know. I think I have like 10 or 20 subscribers on there. Like, and I haven't posted there in like the longest because I prioritize this channel. But that's something I do want to do for this year, is post there and just build more Legos. Because like I have all these unopened Legos in the basement and I haven't had a chance to do them. And it's just something that just like brings me joy. It just like makes me really happy. And there's nothing to it, like nothing, like I don't get anything specifically out of it. It's just something that I enjoy. And so I want to get back to being able to do stuff like that. So the big thing there is finishing the basement, because I'm kind of splitting the basement for half of it to be like crafts and projects and stuff, and what I do like for this channel, like my Cricut and embroidery, all that. And then the other half of the basement to be like a Lego like building area and display shelves, and then even like a Lego city in the middle, because I'm like obsessed with like creating like little villages and cities. So if anybody is interested in going over there, that channel is called DIY Diaz Builds. That's it. So it's just dedicated to building Legos and like models and things like that, because I'm a nerd and I love all that stuff. So if you're a nerd too, please feel free to go check out that channel. There's also a TikTok. I think I post more on the TikTok because it's all like short form content for that. So anyways, building more Legos. Next, just making more money. What we're talking about, finances and like YouTube and all that. Just finding a way to make more money. The way my job is set up is that like I'm on salary. I can't make any more money. It doesn't matter how many hours I work. I can't get overtime. Because I work so much and because, you know, I'm a single mom and all that, I don't have time to go out and find another job or to do a side hustle. My girls are too little. So I need a babysitter. So then like to do a little side hustle to not make money, not make much money, I'm just going to lose it in like paying for a sitter or something, you know? So I just have to I'm trying to get creative, business wise, YouTube wise, to find more ways to make more money. So we'll see, stay tuned. So next I have some kind of like mini goals right here in the middle. They're just not like the big idea picture goals, but they're still very important. So this one is just staying organized. I have OCD, like literally have OCD. So that's not a problem for me. But whenever things get a little bit unorganized, it's just kind of like a house of cards. Like it's just like the bottom card coming out and the whole thing comes down. And that's kind of how I feel when you have OCD. It's kind of like that. So I have to make sure that I always stay 100% organized, because just a little bit disorganization just like takes me out. Next, exercise twice a week minimum. And by exercise, I don't mean just like walking, because I'll do that. Like I'll walk on a treadmill or whatnot. Or when the weather's nice, I can like take the girls for a walk around the neighborhood and all of that. But I mean like actual, like with some weights, some sweat going on, even some dancing, like cardio type thing like that, something, but at least twice a week. That's my goal. Taking time for myself, I've talked about that. Along with my Legos, along with knowing my limits. So you see they're all interconnected. They're all connected. And then reducing stress, because again, knowing my limits, having fun, doing what I like, exercising, feeling better is all part of reducing stress as well. And then using my planner. So that's that's going back to staying organized, using my planner. This is a system I've used for, since before my girls were born, so over 5 years now. I use Happy Planners, so this is my new one for 2025. And I just keep track, because I have such a busy schedule, so keep track of things that are specific to that day, like, okay, there's this doctor's appointment, my daughter has this therapy appointment, I have these meetings for work on this day, or I have to go this place or that place for work. And then just my priorities for the week, like, okay, getting this cleaned, getting this laundry folded, getting this laundry ironed, getting this video filmed. That's on my list right here, filming this video. So after this, I can finally cross that off and I'll feel better. So lots of different things. So just keeping track of my goals, my priorities, and then just my things that have like a time frame to them. And I'm just kind of old school, so I have to like write it down and I have to highlight it when it's done. Of course, I also have a calendar in my phone, and I put dates in there. But when I sit down and do my planner, I do it at the beginning of every week. I look at my calendar first, and that's how I make so that's how I know my time frame things are, like, okay, and I write them down. But this I can just look at all day long and like physically cross it off. You know, of course in my phone I can add notes in. So I kind of use them both. I use like the technology, but then I use the old school as well. And then for my job, that calendar doesn't coordinate with the Apple calendar for whatever reason. It's like a security thing, whatever. So then I have to look at that calendar also. So it's a lot. So this way helps me like write it all down and keep it all together. Okay, you still here? I promise we're almost done. So we got our like mini goals there. So now it's the last 3 big goals. So this one is maintain weight under 200 pounds. Like clearly I weigh over 200 pounds. I have for years, but especially since having my girls, I had them back to back, 1 year after another, and that in the middle of the pandemic. And then I had foot surgery, so I couldn't walk for like over 2 months. Like, so it was just a lot of things. Boom, 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 boom. A huge loss in my family. A lot. So I just haven't been, and like with my hormones and health problems that I have, like I have not been able to get the weight off. So that's my big goal for the year, is just get at least below the 200. I would be happy there so far. You know what I mean? Just kind of getting below the 200, because I know that I feel healthier at that point. The other big thing is attending Mass regularly. So I'm Catholic. I've been raised Catholic all my life. I have my sacraments, all of that. But I do not attend Mass. I do not go to church regularly. Busy schedule again. But that's something that I do still want to do. So I want to find a way to put God first and make sure that my girls know that, to put God first always. I teach them that at home, but they need to go to the house of God and learn that as well, and that's important to me. So that's a big goal for me, is this year is really getting back to attending Mass regularly. And then the final one is to go on vacation. My girls ask to go on vacation all the time, my oldest especially. Like, I'll go into their room and they'll take their chairs from their little table and they'll align it. And they're like, Mommy, look, we made an airplane. And then they're like, look, we packed our bags to go on vacation. I'm like, girls, where are you getting these ideas? You haven't been on a real vacation, but okay. So I really want to take them, but that's just something that's just not in the budget. That's, you know, inflation, all of these things, bills, it's all me, you know, so there's just no, like, I'm trying to just keep the roof over the head, so let alone have money for vacation. That's not something I've been able to do, but I'm going to 100%. My girls are going to see the world. They're going to be able to go all these different places. I don't know how right now, sitting here in January 2025, but one day I'm going to look back at this and be like, man, that was crazy back then. Now we go all these places. Speaking that into existence. Absolutely. So this year we are going to go on vacation. It probably won't be on an airplane. It probably won't be that far away. It'll be somewhere where I can drive. Maybe to Niagara Falls, like I mentioned earlier, like to Canada. So at least they'll have like international experience. Maybe I go a lot to Columbus, Ohio, because that's where like the headquarters of my work is. So we might go there. There's just kind of like more stuff to do over there, and it's a little bit different. So I don't know, we'll see, but that's kind of the plan right now. If I can get those two out, hey, it's still a vacation. When I was little, like, we lived in the projects, we didn't have much, but we considered vacation, like, and my mom would do that for us. Like, we would just go to a hotel and just swim in the pool, because we live in Ohio, so it'd be the winter. You can't swim, like, you can only swim a couple months out of the year in Ohio, and we live in Northeast Ohio too, like Cleveland area, so it's cold, it snows, like, for real. So like that was the most incredible experience for us. Like, we would pack our bags like we're going on vacation, and we would just go for a night or two to a local hotel, because that's what we could do. And we thought it was the greatest thing on earth. It'd be like a Red Roof Inn or Comfort Inn or something. And like, you couldn't tell us no different. We might as well be living in luxury. So that was a big deal for us. So, hey, if that's what I got to do with the girls, that's what I got to do. And it's just temporary, because eventually we're going to be going all kind of places. You'll see. So yeah, those are my goals for the year. I'm speaking everything into existence, because we're about positivity and about making things happen. And even if you don't know how, that's what you have to do sometimes. You just have to say, hey, I'm setting these goals. I'm going to make this happen one way or another. Even if it takes time. Hey, maybe it takes 5-10 years, but it's going to happen. And I believe in that wholeheartedly. So if you're into that at all, you want to see any of this journey, please hit subscribe if you haven't already. If you've been already subscribed and you even remember some of my last videos I used to do like this, thank you. Thank you so much for your support. Always, I will always love and appreciate you so much. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. All of that stuff helps the channel. Just hitting that like thumbs up, making a quick comment just to say hi, something, it all helps the channel. So thank you so much again. Happy New Year, everybody. And what are some of your goals? Feel free to comment them down below.